Hello and welcome to Custom Gamer. My name is Daz and this is the show where we talk about level design while playing cool maps. This is part 6 of Ambushville. Today we're going to be playing Struggle by the Blazer, which is the 6th map in the pack. And it starts off fairly well. I mean, this area is nicely built. It's got a nice bit of visual detail to it. But it's missing a lot of soundscapes. There's basically no audio at all in this section, which is a real shame. I think the audio could have really brought this place to life. The scripting here feels a little bit robotic as well. You kind of see all these zombies laying on the ground, and they all kind of get up at the same time. And they're not gagged either, which means they're making sounds while they're on the ground. You want to set the gag enable so that they're not making sound and giving the game away. No, I find that kind of zombies propped up against walls, I think most Half-Life players know what that is these days. It's really hard to disguise it. It's really not much of a surprise anymore when they get up and start walking towards you. It's really hard to get around that as a mapper because there's only like one or two animations you can use for them getting up. I do like this area here. So you've got this giant fall and you've got this lone ammo crate down there, which kind of gives the player peace of mind. It kind of tells them that if you fall down there you're not going to die because there's items down there you can pick up. That's probably one of the only reasons I actually jumped. That and the fact there didn't seem to be any other way to go. Yeah, I probably would have paused for a lot longer if I hadn't seen that ammo pack down there. That's a nice bit of positioning. Again, this area, again, it's fairly minimalist, but it still looks quite nice in my opinion. Like I've already mentioned, there's sound missing here as well. In fact, I think throughout the entire map really there's kind of just a lack of audio. Really would have helped the atmosphere here. Come into this nice big area here. I do like this place. I think the lighting could have been a lot better though. This place is just screaming for some big spotlights kind of going up and down the walls. Would have looked really great here. As it is, everything's kind of bathed in darkness aside from some small lights near the top of the room. And this area isn't really used at all. You kind of go up some stairs and go to the next area. I think it's a bit of a missed opportunity here. Could have been a little puzzle or something. Such a large area, I'm sure you could have fit something in it. Now we enter the ambush area. I wasn't too fond of this. I mean, I like the idea of introducing the ambush by opening this door and having a combine wall behind it. That was pretty cool. Wasn't really expecting that. But what I didn't like is that the door behind you suddenly becomes locked and completely unopenable. It feels pretty gamey, honestly. And this area here suffers from a lot of problems. So first time through here, I kind of dodge around through all the windows, killing the combine as fast as I can. Trying to use these crates as cover where possible. It's very hard to actually use them as cover without actually manipulating them with the gravity gun a little. Trying to get them in position. And this whole ambush thing goes on way too long. It feels very stale after a minute or two because it's just the exact same piece of gameplay repeated kind of 7 or 8 times. A couple of guys come from this side, a couple of guys from that side. And it's actually very tough because you've got 2 health packs in here and that's basically it. There's no kind of health charges. The other problem with this is that generally combined soldiers drop health when you kill them, getting quite low. But you can't actually grab any of it here because it's stuck behind all these obstacles that you can't get across, which makes the map very hard, especially if you take a couple of shotgun blasts like that. That can just completely screw up your playthrough right there. Yeah, this goes on for quite a while. And unfortunately the best tactic for surviving this is literally just ducking down by the crate here and just shooting the combine in the head when they come through. Which gets really boring really fast. I think I would have really preferred it if the large area we just came through was actually used for this ambush. We could have added some interesting cover in there. You've got multiple levels you can run up and down. Got lots of space to move around. I think it would have worked so much better than just trapping the player in a room like this. There we go, the exit door's opened, but unfortunately I've got 4 health left, so Mad Dash probably won't do it for me. But I'm surprised I managed to last this long, because I actually get taken down to 1 health in a moment. And the ammo is starting to run low. Yeah, I tried to make a mad rush for it. The Combine actually gets surprisingly docile once you get down to this amount of low health. But unfortunately they will still melee you, which takes you out. So yeah. So I'm skipping ahead here. This is my 3rd attempt where I managed to have a fairly good run. And avoid a lot of damage while just sitting in the corner taking out all the Combine. It really is the most efficient way to do it, which is a real shame because it's really boring. Now we get some music for the final battle, and this is very, very punishing as well. The issue here is that you come out onto the bottom of this, I don't know what it is, like a cooling tower or something. And the Combine have got the higher ground, they've got all the cover, and you're kind of just stuck in this little opening. And as soon as you stick your head out, they all start firing at you. It's incredibly punishing. Also, a problem in the lower part of this area is that it's very, very dark. I think if the sun angle had been a bit harsher and let some more light get down to the bottom, this could have been resolved. See, things are a bit brighter in this video as I've post-processed it a bit, but when you're actually playing it can be quite difficult to spot the Combine on the bottom here. I think another way of handling the difficulty here perhaps would be not having a see-through grating on the floors so the Combine can shoot through. Because you don't just have to dodge the odd grenade here, you have to dodge Combine bullet fire as well, shooting through the grates up above you. Honestly, the best tactic I found for this area is just to leg it and just kill Combine as fast as possible. There's really nothing else you can do. You can stay in the doorway and try and snipe them, but there's so many of them, it's really not that feasible, I think. Although this was really, really hard, I've got to say, it was quite fun kind of running around, taking out all these Combine soldiers, dodging grenades. It's incredibly difficult, but incredibly rewarding if you can do it. You're basically using dead Combine as a health battery here to keep you alive. The health packs they drop. There's really no other way to do it. Yeah, perhaps another interesting idea would be to put something in the centre of this as well, just like a giant visibility blocker, like perhaps a giant pipe or other device in the centre which can block view. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on this. On the one hand, I really don't like the difficulty spike here, but it was incredibly satisfying actually getting through it. Because things are getting pretty tough here. There's grenades flying at me, there's Combine disintegration balls flying around everywhere. I'm surprised I survived, honestly. It was the same the first couple of times through the map as well. It's just an incredibly difficult fight. And now we can exit to the top, and you get a nice vista as kind of a reward for finishing that fight and completing the map. Now I think you just hit a trigger when you exit here that just slowly fades to black after a delay. Would have been really nice to actually explore around this area a bit, perhaps hide some Easter eggs or something as well. But hey, there you go. Very, very tough map with some definite design problems, but the final combat, while very, very difficult, was also very rewarding. Alright, next.